Out about it, David. Thanks. And it's the Suns to start out. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
This one for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Ripped away. To the wing on the left. Here's Morant. Driving the lane. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Booker, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Paul, no one around him. Hits it from three-point range.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
And it's Morant missing. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. That's good from Paul on the assist by Ayton. Paul's got 5.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Now here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Morant surveying the D. They need this. Morant with another miss.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Booker, no good.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Bridges shot, good.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers. But not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Paul finds Bridges. Into the lane. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Morant. Here's Adams out to Brooks. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. And he makes that one. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
Now Booker Following the miss by John Morant from deep. A fader. Another three for Phoenix.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Not to be outstaged, Morant saying right back at you.
Booker against Bane, and Booker kicks to Bridges. Pass to Johnson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Both free throws good from Morant. 19 seconds left in the first. Booker inside, guarded by Bane. Now Morant. He's got 9. Brooks kicks to Morant. It'll count.
Man, when a guy like Chris Paul is hustling out there, it's going to inspire the rest of the team, blitzing the shooters well with his quickness.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard.
And please give a big round of applause for your son, youth team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not be.
Oh!
Way.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Booker finds Bridges. Off target from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
It's Morant with the drive. Adams the pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. From deep. Unable to get that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton in the high post. And it's Morant with the rebound.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And good that time. Morant's got 16 points.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Here's Bridges, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Jackson, a screen on Paul. In the corner, it's Bane. And stolen by Booker. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker getting down to business on the defensive end. Terrific at knowing when to go for the steal.
Morant against Paul. 3-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker with it. He's picked up by Morant. Booker draws the double. Bridges against Brooks. Tries the spin move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The three from Morant. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bane against Booker. Missed inside. The Grizzlies trail by 13. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Brooks against Paul. Adams sets the pick for Brooks. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Phoenix leading by 13. Here's Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's Adams. No good again that time.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Bridges, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bridges has got 14 points for the game.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. The 3 from Morant. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Paul. Now the feed to Ayton. For 3, Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Morant for 3. And so it's the Phoenix Suns riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. It's time now to go. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
The 3 from Morant. And Adams with the slam.
Adams just continuing to grind it out, outstanding staying after that possession, and then he grabs a second chance deuce.
And a deep 3 from Booker. Poked away. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. From deep 3-point range, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
That one off the back iron and out.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Johnson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Booker gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
The three from Morant. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 19 points.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Jackson a screen on Paul. Paul against Morant. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
He had 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
And here's Booker from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant's got 4 rebounds in this game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. That one misses. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. These guys scoring in a variety of ways. Really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Jackson a screen on Paul. The 3 from Morant. And again, Memphis no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Booker dishes to Paul. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Morant, that's for 2. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Bridges kicks to Booker. Launches a 3. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker. But, man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
And they double up Morant. Slam home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. A nice shot by Booker.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Here's Morant. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing. Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Booker. And he converts the layup. Booker's got 28.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
A fadeaway and stolen by Booker. Fast break. Here come the Suns. A putback.
Well, Booker's bringing some energy to this one. Always a threat to leak out and score in the open floor.
Grizzlies shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Left side Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Booker with a deep 3. Oh, he got it!
Are you kidding me, Kevin, from there?
How in the world did that go in?
Did he even see the basket from there?
I don't know.
I love that.
Oh, man.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And there's the pass to Bane. Back to Morant. With 1 on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Bane, no good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Morant outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Morant passes to Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And stolen by Booker. Fast break. Here they come. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Jackson a screen on Paul. The three from Morant.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Paul right side. Booker outside. From deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. The three from Morant. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition, and they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Here's Paul, and the layup is good. And that's now 7 points for Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Now here's Morant for 3.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Johnson from outside. It's stolen by Adams. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
Now here's Morant for 3. Rebound by the Suns.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Will it go? And the Grizzlies get it back. Brooks finds Morant. There's the 3. Drills it from outside. Morant's got 23 points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. a dominating performance for the Suns.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
And so many times on the defensive end, showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Paul. From deep. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Lets the three fly. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Memphis ball.
Here's Bane. Now off the inbound. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Paul. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Smack clowns with mad style.
most nights. We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at point guard. Booker with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Here's Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Paul's got a really nice touch from the interior, and, you know, he likes to get in there and mix it up with the big guys any chance he gets.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Booker blocked again.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Booker, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Out to the right wing. Here's Gobert. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Pass to Ayton. Wide open. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Ayton's gotten his second bucket.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Ayton, guarded by Russell. Towns for 3, sends it home from three-point land.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's his excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
Booker for 3, drops in the 3. Booker's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Bridges finds Paul. And here's Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Good D by Gobert. Pass to Towns. And he banks in the layup. He's got 5.
When you talk about guys that can score from all 3 levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
Back to Booker. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in full contact.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Booker can't get it to go. The Timberwolves trail.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Minnesota.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Towns finds McDaniels. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. Can't capitalize inside. The Suns have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Bridges passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Edwards. And Booker pulls it down.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Johnson. Outside for Booker. And that one's good. Booker's got 9.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Booker against Edwards. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's a one-on-one situation. Shot is good by Edwards.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition, has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
Here's Booker, drives to the hoop, and Booker with the jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Devin Booker, he's 50.
And please give a big round of applause for your son, UKT.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Phoenix?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great, not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other area they've impressed me is their commitment to the dribble drive, not settling from the perimeter.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. And that one's good. Hall.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Towns passes to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that. No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Outside Edwards. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. The 3 ball. Drains the triple. Edwards got 10.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Hayden finds Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And there's Russell on the assist by Gobert. Russell's got his first points of the game.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
The kick out to Paul. Johnson passes to Booker. 5 on the clock. No good that time. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Phoenix grabs the miss. Hayden's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Booker. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 13.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
The drive by Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns. Paul passes to Bridges. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Gobert passes to Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Bridges. And Paul gets it to go. And it's a three-point Suns lead. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Crowder. Towns for three. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Here's Edwards.
Oh, man.
Oh,
What a punch that was.
bad intentions.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. And the shot goes down. Now just a three-point Phoenix lead.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Crowder finds Paul. The shot comes out. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Russell. Edwards with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. The Suns clear it.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Bridges outside. Over McDaniels. Here's Booker driving inside. And Booker with the jam.
You love the intensity on Booker's drive. Cutting in like there's nothing the defense can do to stop him. The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Paul from deep three-point land. Oh, and the release was before. Thanks, Allie. After the break.
36. The Timberwolves. 34.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. Pass to Towns. Second chance shot. Here's Gobert. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. The Suns leading. Booker with it. Towns covering. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 assists in the game. It's Edwards with a drive, and the basket is good.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's Booker, and he drives in, and Booker with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. The previous plays after every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That one misses for Towns.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the Suns pushing it up now. And Booker with the jam.
I tell you what, I don't know if there's anybody better than Chris Paul at starting the break. I mean, he initiates it quickly and turns defense into offense in a heartbeat.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Paul against Gobert. The baseline, Jay. Stolen by Russell. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Oh, Booker with a block. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Bridges. Goes back up. Paul passes to Crowder. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Paul hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Russell to pass to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." B.A.?
All right, thanks, Allie. And he gets the bucket.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
Booker attacking. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to McDaniels. Here's the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. First free throw is good.
At the line for Phoenix.
Bridges hits them both. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Nails the wide open jumper. Edwards has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Paul passes to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. they can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Tries again. That shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Crowder. They get the rebound. Minnesota's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Towns for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Booker, good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Yep, that one's good. Paul's got 14.
Never surprising to see Chris Paul start the break now. But as we see right there, he's just as good at finishing.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at point. And the shot's good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Edwards slams it in.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 21.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Phoenix?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Here's Gobert. And that one, good.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Booker fires from way outside. Paul finds Booker. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First team foul. At the line for Phoenix.
And he drops the first.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Russell to pass to Edwards. Misses the 3. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Booker fires from way outside. Out to Bridges. Outside Booker. The 3. 5 to shoot. Paul passes to Booker. Driving in. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 12 points here in the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Sinks the tray.
It's tough to contain Booker on the catch and shoot because of his smooth, quick release. Impressive.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Sinks it from distance.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, good.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
It's Booker on the wing to the inside. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Booker, stolen by Russell.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Devin Booker.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him. Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Bridges misses. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And here's Paul. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, three-pointer Bridges. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert finds Towns. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Takes a three. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen.
Smack clowns with mad style.
going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Now here's Morant. Adams with the screen on Russell. And finished off by Morant.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
And it's Towns penetrating. The second chance effort. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Brooks outside. Here's Adams. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Edwards. Great D that time from Bain. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Towns with the steal. Edwards finds Russell. Now here's Towns, guarded by Bain. And that one's good. Towns.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Here's Morant. And he drives in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Russell kicks to McDaniel. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Puts the move on. He's off on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Morant with a wide open look. No good on the 3. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
You know, that's one of those passes where you just say, uh-oh, as soon as it leaves your hand. Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position, and makes him a handful to defend inside.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Jackson from long range. Towns with the defensive effort.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Edwards passes to Towns. Back to Edwards. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Floats it up there for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Timberwolves trail by 5. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
The kick out to Towns. It's on target from the high post. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Edwards finds Towns.
this team leans on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defense, it can be a difference maker.
Here's Morant, and he slaps it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Morant. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and finished off by Morant.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a 1.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows, but they're already in a great position to win this one.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
It's Morant with the drive. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds. In this game. Towns kicks to McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. McDaniels got 5 now. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Out to the wing. Towns with it. Now defended by Adams. Gobert the pass to Towns. Clock is at 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Memphis leading by 12. Outside, Bain. Out to Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Over Russell. Kept alive. Brooks right side. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bain. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Edwards. Now, here's McDaniels. Brooks covering. Here's Towns. Now, Gobert. No points in the game yet for him. Count that one.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
4 on the clock. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Towns kicks to McDaniels. Goes back up. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:35 left to play in the first half. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Bain passes to Morant. On the clock. Sinks that one from the post. 28 points for Ja Morant.
Welcoming any physicality on his way out. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Here's Towns. Out to Edwards. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. 1:07 left in the first half. Memphis leading by 16. Outside, Bain. Morant outside. On the wing, Brooks. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. From the arc. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Another miss by Minnesota. And stolen by Russell. Inside. And the rejection by Jackson. And there it is for him. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Morant with the steal. From deep, Brooks. No good on the last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that change.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge, and the challenge was how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game score? Was it as a 20-point-a-game score? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game score? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game, and I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
On the wing, Bane. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Towns trying to get open. Morant with some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Adams with the screen on Edwards. Morant. Back to Brooks. Here's Bane. Here's Adams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Bane against Edwards. Morant kicks to Adams. Back to Morant. And stolen by Russell. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
How about the D there by Russell? Just using that 6'9" wingspan to jack the ball loose, then kicks it up off the fast break.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Morant. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Edwards dishes to Towns. Beyond the arc. Here's Gobert. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Adams sets the pick for Bane. Takes it inside, and the layup falls. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Morant against Russell. Adams with the screen on Russell. It's Morant with the drive. Rebound, Minnesota.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Here's Morant. And he goes right over to Angelo Russell and slams it down.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Bane against Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got himself on the board with 3 there. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant. This guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Brooks finds Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Brooks. 16 seconds left in the third. From about 19 feet. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Up in time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Minnesota. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard. And Adams, no good on that one. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Up top, Adams. Outside for Jackson. Morant surveying the D. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Here's McDaniels. And Adams sends it back. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. The Grizzlies have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync. That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Morant against Russell. And then Morant slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Brooks with it. He's picked up by Russell. It's Morant in the corner. There's the drive, and finished off by Morant.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Towns wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Morant against Russell. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Towns, no luck. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on an 18-5 run here. Morant kicks to Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on D'Angelo Russell.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
Both free throws good from Morant. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They get a hand on it. Morant with the steal. Adams outside. Russell against Morant. Adams down low. Off on the layup. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Memphis.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out.
Nice finish.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Edwards dishes to Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks with no one around. And the three off target. Towns, the pass to Edwards. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
The three from Morant. It's rebounded by Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Plays it up and banks it in.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Booker. Back to Paul. Bridges outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Here's Morant. Down low and stolen by Ayton. Booker with it. Now defended by Bane. Bridges passes to Johnson. Over to the left wing. The putback, and Ayton stays with it.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
And here's Morant to the inside. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Bane.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Ayton's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Adams sets the pick for Morant, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Suns have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Paul. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Now here's Morant. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Paul kicks to Booker. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Here's Ayton. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Bane finds Jackson. Adams in the high post. Outside, Bane. Here's Morant. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Now the pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. For 3, Booker drills the 3-pointer. Booker's got 5 points so far.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker, but man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Ayton a screen. Fades. Booker no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant dishes to Adams.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Booker finds Johnson. Back to Booker. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. 10 points for him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
No good on the second free throw. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. 10-point lead. Ball outside. Booker outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now here's Morant for 3. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at center. And Brent is an NBA player. There's tremendous competition, but also shared respect. And some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Johnson kicks to Bridges. Shoots from the baseline. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Jackson with the screen. And Jackson throws it down hard.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Good work there as it goes. Johnson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Fires from 18. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Oh, that's a real nice looking deep 3-ball there.
Morant passes to Jackson. Morant against Paul. Rebound by the Suns. Booker outside. Paul kicks to Booker. From deep. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 20.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
takes it in and finished off by Morant.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
So tough to guard. Devin Booker combining that range with the handle.
Now here's Morant. He's got 16. Jackson passes to Morant. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. It doesn't go for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And taken away by Paul. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Booker with a deep three. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Brooks kicks to Bain. A three ball tipped away. Ayton against Adams. Out to Morant. Back to Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks from outside. Just 4 to shoot. Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Brooks finds Morant. Adams with the screen on Bridges. Here's Morant. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Bridges outside. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. To the paint. Ja Morant again. And it's now 22 points for Ja Morant.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Here's Ayton. Back to Bridges. Hits the three-point bomb. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Paul with the 3. Booker in the corner. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Morant with the ball.
And this is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court. He knows how to exploit a defense.
And the dunk by Booker.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that. Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as the Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Johnson sets the screen for Booker. 5 on the clock. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. Tries yet again. Johnson finds Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Bridges attacking. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now Morant. He has 31, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Suns leading by 14. And the dunk by Booker.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Wasted no time on that one. Morant's got 33 points.
And with the pace that Morant plays with, that mid-range is a great option. He can surprise defenders expecting Ja to drive it.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. It's stolen by Adams. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. And then Morant slams it in.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Paul. And Phoenix turns it over again.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He's feeling it. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Booker up top, guarded by Bane. No good from Booker. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant dishes to Brooks. And Adams kicks to Bane. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Bane. It's tipped and taken away by Paul. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And that whole play was all Chris Paul.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Jackson a screen on Paul. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Back to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Spins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
Well, I like when Devin Booker's decisive about forcing the action. It's clear the defense is respecting his ability to score the ball.
Morant scanning the floor. And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity.
Please give a big round of applause.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. It's Morant with the drop. And then Morant slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Booker, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, you might as well throw up the points. Booker shot 90% from the free throw line during the regular season.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Jackson, a screen on Paul. Morant, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Paul kicks to Johnson. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bane. Booker with no one around. Wide open shot is on the money. Booker's got 12 points here in the second half. Ball's knocked loose. Kicks it out to Paul. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 16. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Mikal Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
And he nails the 3rd. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Morant. Passes it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Paul outside. Tries the spin move. And the dunk by Booker.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
Back to Morant. For 3. Connects from 3-point range. Morant's got 48.
And this is something Morant must keep working on. When he's dialed in from distance, this offense is at a whole nother level.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
He doesn't get the second one. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Booker driving to the basket.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Pass to Morant. Paul with the steal. Booker left side. Lets it go with the 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And stolen by Booker. Over Jackson. Booker finds Paul. Booker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Booker the pass to Paul. And the rejection by Jackson.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Devin Booker.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
And a dunk by Booker.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Chris Paul. Second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
The line for the Grizzlies, John Morant. At the line.
Good on the second free throw. 26 seconds left in the game. And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Just his first attempt. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
I smack clowns with mad style.
backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
Outside Johnson. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The kick out to Paul. Russell against Booker. Paul for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. First quarter of play, a minute in.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Edwards, down low. Here's Towns, shoots over Johnson, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Yeah, this guy is just such a load to handle. Karl Anthony Towns spends a lot of time shooting free throws.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Now here's Russell to the middle. Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got 8.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Towns. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Now Bridges. Oh, no good again that time. Russell to pass to Towns. It's good. 12 points for him.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
Here's Towns. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns. Paul finds Booker. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Ayton passes to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booker for 3. It doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Bridges. Trailing by 13. Back to Crowder. Pass to Booker. There's the 3. And it's Booker again missing. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Shooting for Phoenix.
Both free throws good from Booker.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Russell to pass to Gobert. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Edwards.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive player. So disciplined, so tough.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. Absolutely carrying the offense. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Pass to Crowder. Back to Booker. And Gobert with a block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Booker. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Right wing. Towns against Crowder, picked by Gobert. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And great job to establish position and square up.
For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Paul passes to Booker. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Booker's got 18. Well, Doris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play. Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
Towns passes to Edwards. Off target from outside. For Phoenix, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here's Edwards. And no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Stolen by Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Crowder. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Timberwolves shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. Gobert with it. Crowder with a steal. Bridges outside. On the take, bearing his second of 3 attempts. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Suns?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances. Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Crowder with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's a 3 from Paul. Got a piece of it. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the 3-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball. Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Shot is good by Edwards.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Well, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton. This guy is special.
Outside for Russell. Outside McDaniels. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Towns a screen on Paul. McDaniels finds Russell. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. And if you're just joining in, 1/2 is in the books. 1/2 to go. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And he makes the first. He's off on the second. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Got it. Booker's got 20.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
Pass to Towns. Picked by Gobert. Towns passes to Russell. The kick out to Edwards. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive and finishing strong.
Here's Bridges. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now Edwards, 12 points for him. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Now Towns. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Well, there's a level of assertiveness and aggressiveness that Karl Anthony Towns is bringing to the game right now, sending a very distinct message to the defense. You better sharpen up.
Bridges, right side. Outside Paul. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Booker. He's off on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the paint. Here's Towns. And a nice finish on the layup. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Crowder tips it back in.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Russell. 6 points for him. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Puts it up from 15. Edwards can't hit.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what, but there's no reason for that kind of shot.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
The Crowder is not afraid to play bully basketball. This is a guy who will battle through contact.
Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 14 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Crowder outside. Booker against Edwards. Paul passes to Booker. Booker drawing the double. Clock at 4. Three-pointer, Bridges. Hits the three-pointer. 7 points in the game.
Well, a high-motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
McDaniels inside. He's guarded by Bridges. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Bridges passes to Crowder for 3. Booker. And the Suns miss again.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession. You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
And so it's the Minnesota. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Ayton passes to Paul. Outside for Booker. Bridges with it. McDaniels covering. Here's Crowder, and Crowder with the jam.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Edwards with it, now guarded by Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Russell. Shot clock at 6. And Chris Paul clears it away. Boy, the Suns are struggling. Wing shot on the way. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And it's McDaniels off the drive. To the wing, right side. Fires from deep. They get it back. Gobert. Another miss by Minnesota. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Booker with it. Russell covering. Booker can't get it to go. Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's McDaniels. Banked it in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Back to Booker. Out to the right wing. Here's Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you. Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Paul for 3. No luck on that one.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Outside Edwards. Into the lane. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
And Gobert with a block. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And there's Russell on the assist from Edwards.
Boy, they wasted no time getting the ball up the court. Great decision to push it and make the sharp pass to the rim.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Russell.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint. So aggressive, and it pays off.
Both free throws good from Booker. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Towns passes to McDaniels. Back to Towns. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And so he hits both. Minute 32 left in the final quarter. Here's Bridges. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Timberwolves.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Karl Anthony Towns.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And Booker with the jam.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Outside Edwards, down low. Clock at 6. Towns finds McDaniels. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges passes to Crowder. Booker with it. Going inside. Back to Paul. Crowder outside. Pass to Booker. From behind the arc. And the Suns get another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Towns is screen on Paul. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. All right, Alec, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Brooks with no one around. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Russell feeling it out a bit. Towns a screen on Morant. Russell with the bucket.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Now here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Towns down low, guarded by Jackson.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, mercy, mercy me.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Edwards passes to Russell. Here's McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Morant. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Russell kicks to Edwards. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Bane. And finished off by Gobert.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Outside, Bane. Here's Morant going inside.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. Stripped away. Here's Morant. 10 points for him. It's rebounded by Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. They get it again. Memphis trailing here. Stolen by McDaniels. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's Morant. And he slaps it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
And finished off by Morant.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Edwards finds McDaniel. Outside Edwards. Out to Russell. Morant with the steal. Right side Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Morant. And stolen by Russell. And the pass to McDaniels. Shoots. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like the
previous play is under review.
Question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well,
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
John Morant has been leading the charge. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Grizzlies on defense. 3-point lead. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Outside Towns. Edwards against Bain. And there's Edwards on the assist by Towns. Edwards got 10 points in the game. And for Memphis, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Gobert with the block. And he's able to get it back. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Bain inside the 3-point line. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism, but skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's stolen by Adams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Morant dishes to Adams. He kicks it to Jackson. Passes it to Morant. Here he goes. And finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage. He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Memphis leading. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And it's Morant missing. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bane.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the wing, Jackson. Edwards defending. Grant. Gobert with the block. It's stolen by Adams. It is now to Morant. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Russell kicks to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Right side Towns. Here's McDaniels. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top, up by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3, the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Minnesota in the lead. Russell kicks to McDaniels. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. McDaniels got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jackson, a screen on Russell. Outside for Jackson. Fires for 3. Left side, Bane. Pass to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bane. With 1 on the clock, and the dunk by Jackson.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Gobert the pass to Towns. Back to Gobert. He feeds it to Towns. He dishes it to Gobert. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant looking around. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Has to Gobert. Back to Russell. Feeds it to Gobert. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a 5-point game. Adams with the screen on Russell. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
And Adams sends it back. And here's Morant. 22 points for him. Jackson, a screen on Russell. Left side, Bane. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bane. Russell dishes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And he sinks the second. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Morant. No good. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 4 to the middle. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Towns, a screen on Bane. Edwards passes to Towns.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's foul number 2 for him.
17 foul.
Here's Morant. Adams with the screen on Russell. And here's Brooks from outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns kicks to Russell. Towns against Bane, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Back to Morant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Timberwolves missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat is generally among the best in the league.
McDaniels in the post. Brooks covering, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Outside, Russell. Gobert with the screen for Edwards. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Shot to stop the run. Up again. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. 1 second left. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Edwards passes to Russell. Back to Edwards. Shoots the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morant outside. And he goes right over to Angelo Russell and slams it down.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In the corner, it's Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Russell finds Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Dishes it to Towns. From downtown, Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 13. It's Morant with the drop.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Here's Gobert. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. And there's the feed to Towns. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
On the wing, Brooks. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. And it's Morant missing. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Free throw good, Edwards.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony.
Both good from the line that time. Now Morant. With the basket here, he'd break 30 points.
And he's in that zone, guys, and they're going to have to figure out a way to get the ball out of his hand.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win
for the Timberwolves.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
I tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant outside from the arc, and he's good on the three ball. Morant's got 33.
Continuing to gain trust in that three-point shot. Each trade that Ja makes builds his confidence.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Towns against Morant. On the wing, Bane. There's the three. And Ja Morant with the three.
This is what Morant does best. A natural scorer who does it in a variety of ways.
Morant with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Takes it inside. Can't connect from short range. Russell passes to Edwards. Timberwolves keep it alive. Here's Gobert on the money with the open jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. Missed. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A confident win and one where the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.